Urban exploration is supposed to be about exploring forgotten places, but sometimes people find things they really weren't meant to see.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What? It's a head.
Today we're looking at 6 times urban explorers made terrifying discoveries inside abandoned buildings. Let's jump right in, right after you subscribe. No pressure, of course. In December 2023, YouTuber Big Banks uploaded a video exploring a house hidden deep in the woods of South Carolina. At first glance, the place doesn't really look that unusual, just another abandoned home slowly rotting away in the middle of nowhere. But the reason Big Banks came here isn't because the building itself is interesting, it's because of what happened here years ago. Back in 2006, a 36-year-old fugitive named Vincent Filyaw was hiding out in the woods near Lugoff, South Carolina. He had already been accused of abusing his stepdaughter and was trying to stay off the radar. But that's when things took a much darker turn. One afternoon, he spotted a 14-year-old girl named Elizabeth Schoaf getting off her school bus. Pretending to be a police officer, Filyaw approached her and claimed she was being arrested for a fake marijuana charge. From there, he led her straight to his hideout in the woods, the very place Big Banks is about to explore. For 10 days, Elizabeth was kept chained up in an underground bunker beneath the house. The situation was something straight out of a nightmare, but despite everything she was going through, she never stopped thinking about a way out. Eventually, she came up with a plan. She pretended to develop feelings for Filyaw, slowly earning his trust until he lowered his guard. Over time, he even unchained her and allowed her to use his phone to play games. Then one night, while he was sleeping, Elizabeth grabbed the phone and secretly sent a message to her mom. The text explained that she was trapped in a hole across the hill and that there was a bomb. Police were called immediately, and as it turns out, Filyaw actually had planned to lure people to the bunker and detonate explosives, hoping to take as many lives as possible with him, but he never got the chance. Within minutes, the area was surrounded by helicopters and officers, forcing him to surrender before anything else could happen. Elizabeth was finally rescued and reunited with her family. She went on to rebuild her life after the ordeal, while Vincent Filyaw spent the rest of his life behind bars, dying in prison in 2021. Years later, Big Banks arrives at the abandoned hideout where all of this took place.
See how overgrown this place is. So it looks like it drops down there to a lower level. So from that side, it would look like it's a 2-story. But from this side, it's just a little 1-story house. All right, stepping in for the first time in here. Just saw that the front door was open. It's all this green carpet. Looks like it goes throughout. There's a hallway there, kitchen there, and there's stuff left in here. It's very interesting. Check out this little chandelier when you first walk in. It's like blue and yellow stained glass. I think this was the little girl's backpack that was left here. What a sad sight to see. Knowing that that happened makes it eerie. I see a food bowl, looks like for a cat. Yep, I was right, cat litter box. This house is so eerie feeling. Then it goes down to the basement. And that is apparently where the little girl was held.
The house is quiet, decaying, and mostly empty, but almost immediately he finds something that stops him in his tracks. Lying on the floor near the kitchen is a small backpack. The thought crosses his mind that it could have belonged to the girl who was held here all those years ago. There's no way to confirm it, and realistically it could have been left there by someone else later. But knowing the history of the house makes the discovery feel incredibly heavy. As he continues exploring the living room, he starts finding more strange items scattered around the house. A DVD copy of the horror movie The Strangers sits on a dusty shelf. Nearby, there's a Halloween decoration leaning next to an old couch. On the floor, he spots a shank, a broken baseball bat, and even a ripstick, the kind of toy you'd expect to see a kid using outside, not sitting abandoned in a place with a story like this. Individually, the objects might not mean much, but together, inside a house tied to such a disturbing crime, they create an atmosphere that's honestly hard to shake. Some of the furniture, including a bed in the main room, even looks newer than the rest of the house, suggesting that squatters may have stayed here sometime after the original incident. That just makes it even harder to tell what actually belonged to Vincent Filyaw, what may have belonged to Elizabeth, and what was left behind by people who came later. Still, Walking through a place like this forces you to remember what happened here, and while the house itself might just look like another abandoned building in the woods, the story behind it is something far darker, and something the people who know about it probably won't ever forget. In March 2022, a YouTuber named Jared Coker Urbex uploaded a video exploring an abandoned factory. His channel mostly consists of raw exploration footage of him walking through abandoned places. He had already posted hundreds of explorations, and this one initially looked like it was going to be just another quiet trip, but this particular exploration would end up being one of the most dangerous situations he had ever filmed. At the start of the video, Jared walks through the massive factory, pointing out old machinery, empty rooms, and the typical signs of decay you'd expect from a place that's been abandoned for years. Every once in a while you hear a loud bang somewhere in the distance, the kind of random noises that happen in big empty buildings when metal shifts or debris falls. For the first few minutes, nothing really seems out of the ordinary. Even though abandoned buildings sometimes attract squatters or homeless people, it honestly feels like he's the only person inside the factory that day. That changes when Jared walks up to a window and notices something outside.
Uh-oh. There's a car right there. I can't figure that should be too much of a problem for me though, because the way I'm gonna go out is completely circling around here like I did to get in, so. Oh, they're out of their car. Oh, they're coming in the gate. They're coming in the gate. On second thought, I might just want to wrap this up a little quicker here. I want to see where he goes though.
A red car slowly pulls up to the property and starts making its way through the open gates leading toward the building. At first, he just watches it, trying to figure out what the driver is doing, but after a few seconds, it becomes obvious the person in the car is planning to come inside the factory. And in a place this big, with this many hiding spots, that's the last thing you want when you're trespassing somewhere alone.
Now I'm really concerned. He's gonna go around where I can't see him. Huh. I really do gotta get out of here now.
The car drives around the side of the building and disappears from his view, which means by the time the person parks and gets out, they could already be inside somewhere. Looking out another window, he eventually spots the man walking through the woods toward the entrance of the factory.
What do I do? I couldn't tell what he was holding. Where do I even go? I told you, I jinxed it.
And from the distance, it looks like he's holding something in his hands. The camera zooms in, but it's impossible to tell exactly what it is. It could be something harmless, like a flashlight, or something much worse. Now realizing someone might already be searching the building, Jared starts trying to find the fastest way out without being seen. But navigating a huge abandoned factory while trying to stay quiet is a lot harder than it sounds, especially when you have no idea where the other person is. For the next few minutes, he moves carefully through the building, whispering to the camera and constantly checking corners. Then, just when it looks like he might actually make it out without running into the guy, everything goes wrong.
I don't see him anywhere. I don't like being out in the open like this. Whoa, whoa.
Stop right there.
Whoa.
Who else is with you?
Oh, it's just me. You scared me to death.
Okay, get over there now.
What?
Sit down. Give you handcuffs.
Huh?
Put them on. Got it?
Okay.
Either I can put them on or you can put them on. Take your pick.
I've never put on handcuffs before.
Just put them on each side of you. How's that?
Well,
Put them in front of you. That way you can carry them in front, okay?
What's gonna happen?
But what's going to happen is the police is going to come and then you take your name and they'll get you for criminal trespassing. It's nothing these days. A lot better than me shooting you, isn't it?
Was that what I heard?
Yeah.
What'd you shoot at?
Shoot it. See people, I shoot at them. If they run, you shoot. There you go. Okay?
Is there someone else here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be cool, nothing will happen, okay?
Alright.
I shot one guy this way, the other one.
As Jared gets close to the exit, a man suddenly steps out from the bushes nearby. The guy immediately starts shouting orders at him and points what appears to be an assault rifle in his direction. The situation escalates almost instantly. The man forces Jared to stop, then orders him to put on a pair of handcuffs. During the entire exchange, the man's behavior is unpredictable. At one point, the man tells Jared to get into his car, and at that point, there really isn't much choice. Jared later explained that he stopped recording while getting into the vehicle because he was worried the man would notice the camera and completely lose it. According to Jared, police were eventually called, but it took about an hour and a half for them to arrive. And disturbingly, things somehow got even worse while they were waiting. While Jared, the man, and the officers were talking outside the factory, two kids approached the building the exact same way Jared had earlier. The man looked directly at the police and calmly told them that if he saw those kids inside the factory, he was going to shoot them. At first, it sounded like a bluff, but unfortunately, that's not how it ended. As Jared was being taken to the police station for trespassing, officers received a report that the two kids had actually been shot at inside the factory. Thankfully, the weapon the man was using was loaded with non-lethal pellets rather than real ammunition. But even so, both kids had to be taken to the hospital for treatment. During the investigation, the man was identified as 62-year-old Ken Thomas, and despite everything that happened that day, including firing at the two kids, he was ultimately sentenced to only 2 years of probation. After an experience like that, it's probably not surprising that Jared has never gone back to that factory again. In September 2018, the YouTube channel Digfellas TV uploaded a video that started out like most of their content. Their channel mostly revolves around metal detecting, exploring remote areas, and stumbling across stuff like old stone walls or the foundations of houses that disappeared decades ago. But on this particular trip, they weren't digging for coins or relics. Instead, they ended up walking straight into something far more unsettling. The video begins with the two of them hiking deeper and deeper into the forest, scanning the area for any signs of old structures that might have been there years ago. Eventually, they come across an old cabin partially hidden between the trees.
Yeah, that's a good sign. A stone wall might be something.
There is something right there. It looked like a roof or something right there.
Oh, yeah. Dude.
Yeah.
Dude, we're 2 miles in the woods. Why is there no roof out here? What the heck?
Wow. You think it's open? We can go inside?
I don't see why not. Let's try it.
Let's do a check.
Right away, the place feels off. The front porch is barely standing, the boards sagging and rotting like the whole thing could collapse at any moment. It takes them a minute to even get the door open because the frame is warped and partially stuck. But after some effort, they manage to push their way inside.
Oh, damn. There's a bed in there still. What? This is messed up, dude.
Ahí hay una cama, señores.
Is somebody kidnapped or what? Ew, still got his shoes there. Yeah. Dude, look, those ropes are creeping me out. There's a noose on it. Was someone kidnapped in here? They could have been holding some girl hostage. You
Miren, mucha, aquí en esta cosa rara, en esta casa antigua.
The moment the door swings open, the first thing they notice is a bed sitting right in the middle of the room. Hanging just above it are several ropes tied across the wooden beams of the ceiling. They pause for a second, trying to make sense of what they're looking at. It's not immediately clear what the ropes were used for, but it's enough to make the atmosphere inside the cabin feel a lot heavier. Other than that, the place mostly looks like what you'd expect from an abandoned building in the woods. Old tools scattered around, stacks of newspapers, and random pieces of junk left behind by whoever used to stay there. At first, it almost feels like someone simply left in a hurry years ago, but then they move into the bedroom.
Look at this shirt. and stuff still in bags.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I hope that
Oh,
ain't
that's
blood.
blood right there.
Oh,
Allá hay
Jesus.
sangre, miren muchachos, por la gran vida, ¿qué
There's
pasó aquí?
blood all over the bed right here, too.
Oh, God.
Let's get the hell out of here, dude.
Dude, esto está malo, aquí hay
There's bloody
sangre.
clothes in a bag.
Esa es sangre, miren, miren. Yo sabía que algo había pasado aquí.
On top of the bed, they find a large bag filled with clothes. That alone wouldn't normally be too strange in an abandoned cabin, except when they start pulling some of the clothes out, they notice dark stains on the fabric. The stains look dried, and disturbingly, they look a lot like blood. But things get even weirder when curiosity gets the better of them and they decide to check underneath the bed. That's when they spot something staring back at them from the darkness.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What?
It's a head. A wreck.
Oh, what is this? ¿Qué madres es eso?
Scared the crap out of me.
Oh my God.
Friggin' body.
What?
Jesus.
Oh my God, that looks like...
It looks like a real skull.
Wow.
A mannequin head. By itself, it probably wouldn't be the creepiest thing in the world, but sitting under a bed in an isolated cabin surrounded by ropes hanging from the ceiling and bags of what appears to be blood-stained clothing, it suddenly feels a lot more disturbing. Neither of them can come up with a good explanation for any of it. Eventually, they decide they've seen enough and leave the cabin behind, and to this day, nobody really knows why those clothes were there, what the ropes were used for, or why a mannequin head was hidden under the bed in the middle of the woods. Some places are abandoned for simple reasons, and then there are places like this, where the story behind them might be something nobody ever figured out. If you're enjoying the video so far, please consider subscribing, no pressure of course. Thanks. In February 2019, a man by the name of Ekrem Uyseler posted a video on NBC News platform showing what started as a simple home walkthrough but turned into something pretty disturbing. A group of real estate investors checking out a potential renovation project, documenting the property for reference, but what they found inside completely changed the tone of the day.
Look, look, wire, look, right, that goes up. Look the nail over
knife
there.
system.
He spots something strange, a single nail sticking out of the wall. At first glance, it looks harmless, until they notice a thin fishing line running from that nail up to the second floor.
You don't see the knife up there? Right here, you see this wire going over here?
Yeah, that's fuck.
It's going right to your heart.
It's on a crutch with a knife.
How'd you catch that?
I'm
a bad motherfucker,
I
that's
see
how.
that. Yo, touch it. Let's see. Yo, cut it. You see that?
Look, come here,
You saw
Scott.
that, Scott? Come here.
Look at here. See this string?
Oh, no, don't f***ing move. That's a booby trap. See the
Scott,
broken
see this
glass?
string?
See, they put some the broken glass over here.
Curiosity turns to unease as Ekrem traces the line, realizing it's connected to a crude contraption dangling above the stairs.
I see it. Yep. No, you don't see. Go to the other side.
No, I see it.
Yo, look at this wall. Look at the knife.
Crutch, dude.
See the knife?
Oh yeah.
A wooden crutch, duct-taped with a rusty kitchen knife, rigged to swing down toward anyone walking up. It's the kind of thing you'd expect to see in a survival horror game, not a suburban renovation project. Instead of running out, they decide to test it, carefully.
What is it? Oh!
Shit, look at that fucking thing.
Yo, that motherfucker straight up killed you right in your f***ing head, dude.
With a quick tug on the line, the crutch snaps downward, the knife slicing through the air exactly where someone's head would have been. The trap worked flawlessly. Ekrem's voice in the clip carries both disbelief and fascination. He even mentions that despite what they found, they were still planning to move forward with the renovation. It's unsettling to imagine a death trap hidden in an empty house, waiting for the next person to walk upstairs. In October 2025, paranormal investigator Adam Mark uploaded a video where he headed into an abandoned hospital that used to operate as a prison years earlier. From the outside, the building just looks like another empty medical facility slowly falling apart. But locals around the area have been talking about this place for years, people claiming they've seen shadow figures moving down the hallways, heard voices echoing through empty rooms, and experienced things they couldn't really explain. They start the investigation the way most paranormal explorers do, setting up equipment and walking through some of the main areas of the building. The hospital itself is huge. Long, narrow corridors stretch in every direction, with old hospital rooms branching off along the sides. Just standing there, the place already feels eerie enough. After getting their cameras and ghost hunting equipment ready, they start using a ghost box, calling out into the empty halls and waiting to see if anything responds.
So we've been told that far doorway, you can sometimes see a little boy running down this corridor. He'll usually appear by looking straight through that window. The hospital, though, is vibes. So he runs down this corridor, past these wheelchairs and into this end room. Wow. Where he goes next to the bed. Harmony on the left corner, because that's where his father passed away. If there's any spirits that want to communicate with us today, my name's Adam.
I'm Sean.
We don't mean any harm being here, any disrespect. We'd just like to welcome you to speak to us. Is the little boy here that... He has his eye on you. Oh my God, he has his eye on you. I'm literally in direct eye line with that, where he runs down.
Almost immediately, strange voices begin coming through the device. Some of them are short, unclear words, but others sound a lot more direct, almost like whatever is responding isn't happy that they're there. At one point, a voice even comes through that sounds like it's cursing at them.
Did that just say what I think it said?
Yeah. Well, that's not very nice.
Oh my God, I felt like I saw something in the window. Maybe it's that circle thing.
Still, instead of leaving, they keep exploring. Eventually, the group makes their way toward a hallway that Adam had heard about before arriving. Supposedly, people who had been inside the building before claimed to see a shadow figure running down that corridor. Whether that was real or just someone's imagination, nobody really knew.
If there's somebody that wants to communicate with us today, we'd like you to come through, use your voice.
Walk left.
Walk left. Through the doorway here. Is there somebody down this corridor? These old offices.
Dog.
Dog. Who called us a dog?
Oh, I heard a noise behind me.
But as they stand there filming the hallway, the atmosphere suddenly feels a lot heavier. Continuing through the building, they eventually stop at a narrow corridor with a single door at the end of it. Adam slowly walks up to the door while the others stay back filming. The door suddenly begins to swing shut behind him, fast enough that Adam notices right away. He turns and rushes back out of the room, clearly shaken by what just happened.
You f***ing saw that, yeah?
Did the door close?
Yep. It tried to shut me in there. How crazy is that? Because it literally said, go left, and I went down there, and then it tried to shut me in the room.
Did you see anything?
No, I just heard the door.
Children are playing.
Children are playing.
After calming down, they keep asking questions through the ghost box and talking into the darkness around them. Eventually, the investigation comes to an end, but by the time they leave, Adam seems pretty convinced that something inside that hospital had been responding to them. Whether the place is actually haunted, or whether there's another explanation for what happened that night, I'll leave that up to you to decide in the comments below. In June 2022, YouTuber Mo Sargi uploaded a video where he set out to explore an abandoned resort that had a reputation for being both creepy and dangerous. He planned on checking the place out, maybe trying to communicate with spirits and seeing if anything strange happened inside the property. But instead of encountering something supernatural, he ended up running into something much more real. When Mo first arrives, he starts the video the same way he usually does, by talking to the camera and explaining the situation. He mentions that this time he's exploring the resort alone, which is already a bit different from some of his previous trips where he brought friends along. He admits pretty quickly that he might not be fully prepared for exploring a place this big by himself. And while walking through the building, he mentions in another part of the resort, there's a drug dealer who sometimes hangs around the property. Mo explains that he has no intention of going anywhere near that area tonight, but even though he tries to avoid trouble, trouble ends up finding him anyway. As he's walking around on the upper floor, a strange scraping noise echoes up from below. At first he pauses, trying to figure out if it's just debris shifting or maybe an animal. Then someone starts shouting.
Kinda gotta be careful here, because there are... What the f*** is that? Oh, what is that? Hello? Oh, what the f***? Hey man, I don't mean any trouble, bro. He's got a machete. Hey, I don't mean any trouble, man.
Looking toward the building across from him, Mo notices a man standing there, and the guy is holding what looks like a machete. The man starts yelling loudly in a language Mo doesn't understand. He starts swinging the machete around, and it's pretty clear the man isn't in his right mind. With no real way to defend himself, he grabs whatever objects he can find nearby, hoping he can at least scare the guy off if he gets too close. He even tries shouting back, attempting to intimidate the man into leaving him alone.
Bro, bro, I got a rock. Don't f with me, I got a rock. Guys, where the f I go? There's a guy with a f***ing machete coming.
But instead of backing off, the man starts running toward Mo's building. Within seconds, he's inside and climbing up the stairs.
I'm gonna turn off my lights. I'm gonna walk in the darkness. I can't see anything.
For a moment, things go quiet. Part of him hopes the man gave up and left, but the silence doesn't last long. Instead of leaving, the man is moving through the building, getting closer. Mo quickly turns off his flashlight and tries to stay hidden in the darkness, hoping the guy won't be able to spot him. The problem is that the entire place is pitch black, which makes it just as hard for Mo to see where the man might be coming from. Soon enough, the footsteps reach the same floor he's on.
Yo! No, chill! Oh, he's on crack! Oh, my light! Oh, he's on crack! Oh, what the f? Where do I go? Oh, no. Oh. Dude! Chill! Yo, chill, man! Oh. Bro, I'm just filming a video! Chill! Dude, chill, I'm just filming a video!
Eventually, he manages to find a staircase and carefully makes his way back toward the lower level. But there's another problem. His car is parked on the opposite side of the building, which means if he wants to leave, he has to run back through the structure again. And at this point, the man with the machete could be anywhere inside. He decides to run.
There we go. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go. Oh no, please! What the f? Oh, shit. Okay.
The moment Mo gets close, the man lunges forward, swinging the machete and nearly hitting him. Mo instantly turns and bolts in the opposite direction, while the man chases after him. The footage becomes chaotic as Mo runs through the building, trying to put as much distance between them as possible. Eventually, he makes it outside, reaches his car, and drives away immediately without looking back. To this day, nobody really knows why the man was so aggressive or what exactly he was doing inside the abandoned resort that night. But after an encounter like that, it's not surprising that Mo has never gone back there again.